game. So we'll have to see. Like I've seen a game where Raid King also decided to go. I believe it was Naga Siren, and he went for full Mjolnir. Still doesn't deal well with the illusions. Also, Lion usually great against the illusions, but not against the strong illusions.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The ult from units has the potential to be very strong this game. We'll have a quick pause. Apologies to this, ladies and gentlemen. Although we're having some
pause number 2.
Technical issues here between these two teams, but hopefully we get the game underway. And I mean, overall, yeah, sort of CK as a hero. We don't. There's another core that we don't really see too much. But you like the way they picked it up this game, Ghost Frogs?
It's a good CK game. I think any kind of illusion-based hero would work. Maybe you did not want to pick PL into it because they have Puck, and you always see which one is real with Coil, so that's kind of a bummer for him. But looks good. I think CK might be slightly underused. It's one of those heroes with whether it's either like hit or miss. It looks super unstoppable or like, yeah, we're not touching this hero for another 6 months.
Okay, whatever, dude.
Let's see. We'll see what sort of step they get, because CK is one of the carries that's you consider pretty strong in the lane.
For sure. Like being able to crit, being able to... I also want to see who they're going to pair CK up with, whether it's going to be... it's going to be Disruptor.
Okay.
And Spirit Breaker will be playing that position 4. Usually you rely on dealing like damage over time. Every single time you get a crit, you want to get the lifesteal off, you want to harass. It might be a bit difficult considering what no bounty hunters got on the offlane. IO plus Bloodseeker, that's a lot of healing, that's a lot of sustain in the lane, so might not be as effective. Also, I don't remember seeing IO losing a lane in really long time.
No.
He's just a strong laner.
Yeah, it's going to take some just sort of awkward positioning from the IO up top if he's going to let that lane end in a loss. You would imagine that Bloodseeker's not going to have too much struggle with that backup. The IO is going to be able to provide him. See in the mid how things go. Shimra against Mastermind on the Puck and the Quap.
Blink on the top lane, dropping really low. He's going to be okay. They don't have a healing salve for now. Just a set of tangos and headdress on IO.
And we'll see bottom how much Nukamati and Owned can mess with Khan's farm. And that passive level 1 already starting to amp things up. Top lane. Temper the blood bright. So they're going to be fine. Trying to send out as much damage as they can onto the two of them, but BNC and Flash are more than prepared to tank up that sort of harassment from the CK and Disrupt on the early level.
Ooh.
I say that though. And Flash stepping up maybe a little too far that time, and he does. All right, this is what they got to be concerned about. You know, if the IO gets caught out, things can fall apart pretty quickly for the offensive duo.
He might have misclicked. He went deep underneath the tower. Frontline IO, not something you want to be doing. And now Bloodseeker hits level 2. Good start for Ghost Frogs. Oh, bottom lane, bash.
I didn't know that.
Triple bash.
Yeah. That's what you want to see from your Spirit Breaker. Nukamati.
I don't think you want to see this unless you're getting a kill. Because you just use your best thing.
I see what you mean.
Doesn't get better than this. Kind of wasted.
A case of good luck being bad luck. As, yeah, that's true. That's true. We'll see if it comes in the moments where he needs it as well. Getting the pressure on this bottom lane. Nikolica. Be a bit cautious there if Nukamati's able to get a good angle on it. And we'll be able to grab the creeps. Top lane, farm between Unit and BNC, 9 for 2, 8 and 0, pretty even. Flash still having to be the one that has to be the most careful, especially once the levels are there. J4 and Unit, lots of ways to grab and drag back the IO. See down bottom, trying to get aggressive now with the level 2s. Nikolica will be able to step out of the Firestorm and get back underneath the tower. Still though, Ghost Frogs continue to mess with the aggro of the creeps behind the tower. Top. Big hits onto BNC.
Stick.
See if Flash can offer up enough to keep him healed up, and he will be able to do so. Salve and Tango pumping with the tether, so BNC will be fine. Do push him close though. I was definitely starting to see the damage output of this disruption CK.
Once they hit level 3, CK already is, but one extra point in Thunderstrike could make a difference. Bloodseeker. He has high armor. This is level 3, you have 7 armor with just a magic wand, so you don't care too much about the Chaos Strike and Reality Rift. Most of the damage is like physical from the right clicks, but you also like are vulnerable to magic damage. What is he going for? He's bringing, Io bringing just a set of tangos, Bloodseeker, boots, and the circlet.
Alright, some of the pings coming out there on Flash. They will drag him back if he's not too careful. Again, being able to hold the creep wave in position. Mid lane, it's going very well for the Queen of Pain. Mastermind having the lead here against Shimra.
If you ask me how this matchup works, I'll hold that thought.
See top, so they can get J4. Ooh! It will go down. Some tower hits will come out of BNC as he gets stunned underneath it, but again, the IO support enough to allow him to get and tank a few of those to make sure that they bring down J4.
Mid matchup, Puck should do better because Queen of Pain's strength is harassing using that Blink Dagger, and you can dodge the Shadow Strike. Oh, he almost died. Had a Fairy Fire, so not that close, but still Mastermind playing this matchup really well. 34 against 22 on Puck, and we see Charge also coming on the mid lane, so Shinra, if he misuses his orb, he's going to be in trouble.
See top. They try and go for Flash there, as you said that they would once they hit the level 3 on the Disruptor, but it's still not enough control and damage. Flash still surviving. Mid lane Charge comes in. Shimra will get taken down. Not prepared there for Nukamati to head over.
Like, Nukamati has to be the most Finnish name you can think of, right?
It's a great name. It's got a good ring to it.
I don't know what it means, but it sounds really good. Like, if I see, I don't know, Nikolica or Nukamati, I want to have Nukamati on my team, right?
Yeah, he's winning the name game. On top. Hey, they really want to try and find J4, but he's out of the blood, right? Field is down. Yulnir's not even going to try and fight back. In fact, he's just going to leave J4 to die by the looks of it, as he is not interested in fighting this Bloodseeker Iron now, as they're starting to gain some real strength up top here. No Bounty Hunter with these two, as it's, you know, you mentioned it earlier, it's just not proving to be easy at all laning into this offlaner plus IO sort of setup.
Flash made a mistake, which resulted in a first blood, but I expect this lane to be very good for Bloodseeker and IO. They don't have any stuns, they don't have like a setup for Blood, right? But they can be very annoying. Their strength lies in that they want them to go on them first, and then you can like use sticks, you can use healing cells, fairy fires, and turn it around. Bloodseeker healing up with the Thirst, and also now has Urn of Shadows ready. Ooh, dropping really low.
That's it. But again, it's so hard to fight this Bloodseeker. You know, he won't be able to turn and kill them, but he's not going to die. Just too much beef at the moment on the two of them on that top lane. Also brought in Nicholas as well. Mastermind, he's going to come in, drops the ult immediately. No messing around there as we take BNC out of the lane. A turn for Nikolitsa as well, with the dagger slow, drag back from Yulnir. Flash providing some help here with the heals, but it's not enough. Shimra in with the counterplay, commits with the Dream Coil. Has he got enough damage to take them down? The stun comes out. Yulnir will fall, but he's set up for a triple kill for Mastermind. And Mastermind, he might not be done yet. He's still got 13 one charges to play with. The charge coming in so they can keep track of Flash's positioning. He's going to be able to take out the IO. Ultra kill for him. BNC will go in for J4, and there's more TPs coming in. So there's that Mastermind, he'll have to settle for just an ultra kill, but he'll be more than happy with that one. A huge move to the top lane from Mastermind, getting himself 4 tasty kills, and Queen of Pain that was already off to a great start in that mid lane. It's just going to be catapulted forward there off the back of that move.
Only ultra kill 7 minutes in, unfortunately. Yeah. Good rotation. I love that he used Sonic Wave immediately on Bloodseeker, like did not want to wait. We'll see that again, because healing from Io, maybe he didn't check how much sticks Io has, but yeah, I think it's the way to do it. Like, you do not want to mess around, you do not want to wait. Oh man, Lion is just feeding, and also Mastermind on a roll right now. I love this new build Yulnir.
Oh! Gonna put the armor. Is he gonna have any sort of backup? BNC's a little scared there with the illusions coming in and turning around. He will dive over. TP's coming in now. Mastermind has got a DD rune. Charge also on its way over towards BNC. See if they can take him down. They'll turn with the rupture. Mastermind, he needs that backup to come in quick. But it looks to be a little too far away as Mastermind ends up dying here. Flash, he's ready to take them out before anything heads over.
Oh, real low.
And he's away. He'll look to reset, get himself healed back up.
This guy's tipping.
And that's left BNC top, but BNC's got backup from the rest of the team now. Calm heads over. That's quite a big kill back the way of no bounty hunter. They're putting an end to that rule of the map that Mastermind was enjoying. BNC, the one as well, getting the kill. Nice bonus to the Bloodseeker that was already having a very good time top. It's now BNC in the top position.
Yeah, I gotta be careful. Big streak. How much gold did Bloodseeker get? Almost 500 gold from that kill. So that's pretty big. They also managed to take the tower from that, which opens up the map. They could farm the top part of the jungle right now. And yeah, Bloodseeker on top of net worth.
Yeah, and charges as well, ready for the next moves. BNC, well on the way towards his Atos, so we can have that catch and those extra sort of things that are going to make the game even harder for Mastermind to play as aggressive as he wants to off the back of that early momentum that he got. He's got to be cautious around this Bloodseeker.
We didn't mention the bottom lane. Everything was happening pretty much at top. Raid King has armor done. Will continue to farm. Can easily farm Ancients right now. And big boy Underlord, 4 points in Atrophy Aura. Going for the farm build. He's the most farm hero in the game right now.
A little different to what you were sort of expecting or hoping, right? Because you sort of said you would have liked to see the hood into Atos and going for the Vanguard this game instead first.
Yeah, the magic damage output is insane.
Yeah.
So Hood's gotta feel good, but decided to go for something else. What he can do is like disassemble Vanguard and then get Hood earlier if he feels like it. But this is just a straight up farming build. No points in Pit of Malice. Usually I would say I don't like it, but he was not involved in any of the kills. There was nothing happening at the bottom lane, so he was just focusing on farming and will get the Pit of Malice eventually.
See what they can maybe set up here on the top lane. BNC showing himself. J4 has got the ability to start the fight with a Static Storm. Charge and TP's coming in. As Ghost Frogs want to meet no Bounty Hunter head on this top lane. See Nikolica puts a stop to the charge. Have the ult coming out. Nukamati's going to fight for this flash. He's going to take BNC out just in time before that Sonic Wave comes crashing through. Good disengage there from Flash, saving his Bloodseeker from what pretty much would have been certain death there. Flash should die for this one. BNC's trying his best to help out from the side. There's only so much he can do as he will have to back off and let his IO fall. But a lot of attention was brought up to the top lane. No bounty until they make sure it's nothing more than the loss of an IO.
It's just an IO kill, which means that Raidkin can farm the bottom part of the map. They showed so many heroes top, which allows no bounty hunter to farm multiple lanes, and that's exactly what they're doing. Pretty even game so far.
Yeah, it is. Don't get much closer than this so far. And Nikolica now hitting the 6 off that mid lane. He'll have the finger ready for the next fight. Obviously, I've got some very beefy heroes on Ghost Frogs. It's at the moment really just Mastermind that's got to be cautious with the way that he jumps into the fights. We'll eventually have that Kaya Sanj, but it's going to take a bit of time. Until he does have that done, he will be vulnerable to the burst of no bounty hunter. Ghost Frogs, they want to smoke up. They don't have Sonic Wave, but they do have the control of the Static Storm. Let's see if they can get themselves a quick catch here with the control of J4 and Nukamati.
They have vision already set on the high ground.
So Mastermind's got his eyes on the creeps. We'll leave the rest of the 3 of them to do something around mid. Owned me. Got level 1 at the pit. If he wants to start some action. Quick charge to be cancelled on Shimra. They don't want to dive the tier 1 as Ghost Frogs. They realise they're not going to be able to catch them by surprise. And also a little hesitant on pushing. Shimra has popped an invis, and with the Dream Coil at the ready, could set up for a turnaround here. They've always got to be prepared, Ghost Frogs, for Flash bringing in BNC to turn the fights around.
That's the IO plus whoever. You can always play a different part of the map. If you feel something's happening, there's the coil, but already used the bulldoze. Bulldoze, such a nice ability, isn't it?
I mean, it gets you out of everything. Won't save him this time round, but especially, you know, there's not really any other heroes that can do such a thing other than the ones with sort of the built-in magic immunity. Being able to walk off a Dream Coil does feel good, but it won't feel too good from here. Still goes down Khan. He's up on the high ground. Now drip the pit. He's got Flash and BNC by his side, so Khan, he's going to try and stand his ground against the Underlord.
There's the finger.
That'll do it. Owned me not having the ability to sustain against that sort of burst damage right now. So they take the Underlord out. A very farmed Underlord. You know, this Underlord is at the top, but he just sort of disappears there at the front of it all. That Vanguard not really saving him at all.
Not really. I think he still needs Hood. Vanguard is okay. He's not playing into like heavy right-click damage. The only one who does it is pretty much Wraith King. The rest is magical damage. Interesting. Once they get that Road of Atos, I think they still need like another set of items to be able to fight, or they needed Sonic Wave to be able to match the damage and be able to burst IO, because their ultis are available. We still did not see a single Static Storm for almost full 5 minutes since it was available.
No, just not found the chance. They did try for the smoke, but not actually being able to catch No Bounty Hunter. And in fact, No Bounty Hunter, they're the ones to catch them. Bit of a setup here with the Blood Right. We'll have to jump in. Nikolitsa tries for the TP out, knows that he's got no escape. There's the glimpses in play for J4, so he'll get left behind by the rest of the team. But it is, you know, once more, No Bounty Hunter. They're only really losing supports here and there, whilst they, of course, continue to have rather a good time. And we're seeing Khan making good progress towards what will be a pretty quick Radiance.
It will be. He's staying on top of net worth right now. He managed to grab a kill, didn't die a single time. They took the tier 1 tower on the mid lane and on the top lane, which is some decent amount of gold. And I think he's going to hit the pretty good timing on the Radiance. I didn't expect him to do this well in the laning stage. So this is big timing for No Bounty Hunter. Getting that Radiance. Bloodseeker has Road of Atos to set things up, so gonna kind of ruin Queen of Pain a bit. Going into Spirit Vessel. It might be a bait here, going for the full Spirit Vessel before getting a BKB. But okay, he bought Ogre Axe. I dig that.
Yeah. I mean, we're sort of seeing from No Bounty Hunter's perspective the sort of the timing, the items that they're building towards. You know, Ghost Frogs, you know, now falling 2k behind. When is sort of their next peak? You know, when are they going to be able to turn up? Who's going to get an item that really sort of allows Ghost Frogs to find these kills that they're just not really getting despite their best efforts with the movements?
I think once they get Echo Saber on CK, Kaya, Sanj, and Queen of Pain, that's their go time. Others, we have Underlord with the Road of Atos, so then it's going to help out a bit with a control. Owned me.
Oh.
He's alone.
And he's in trouble. Nikolitsa's got a finger at the ready here, and backups coming in. They'll easily have the damage to take out this Underlord. Fingers out. Own me not standing a chance. Over in the river, Static Storm's used, but there's no follow-up. BNC's able to step out of the side of it. Unit will dodge the silence, but the Dream Core is still available from Shimra. Nikolitsa comes in with a stun. Sonic Wave
misses.
It's not going to catch him. As BNC's going to be able to head out of this, the glimpse will tear Khan away from Mastermind. BNC, he was actually even thinking about going back in as low as he was. Pretty crazy. We'll TP back to base just before that dagger finishes him off, so BNC lives.
Okay, whatever, dude. I just woke up.
But once they're losing their Underlord a lot here. It's proven to be a bit of a tough one for him, as despite the high HP, they still blow him up with relative ease.
He was alone at the enemy outpost. They have relocate ready. A lot of misplays coming out from Ghost Frogs. Like the Static Storm doesn't hit anything. Underlord's pretty much playing alone. Queen of Pain missing the Sonic Wave on Bloodseeker, who was too speedy and manages to dodge it.
And these misplays hurt. A game where the time is ticking. The Wraith King on No Bounty Hunter Khan. He's already got the Relic. That Radiance almost certainly to be done for the next fight. And you know, we're seeing Armlet, Radiance, and the backup of an IO. They will be able to keep him alive, and that Radiance is going to burn. We'll see this again, getting so close to killing off BNC. But indeed, the big ult off the mark. At this stage, even Flash is tough to go upon. Has the full Holy Locket in a chainmail. Get the drag back. See the rest of the team watching. They might be able to turn this one around. Sure, they'll lose the Eye. What can they get in return? Static Storm used to control the puck. They'll get up to the high ground. Have they got the burst to kill him off? He's going to be away with the orb. Rupture down on a Mastermind. Khan in on the front lines. As the stun's out, no chance for Mastermind to escape this. See if they can get anything more. BNC's moving pretty quickly. The Atos ready again. Unit will pop the ultimate, but the stun comes out from Nikolitsa. Charge over from Nukamati. They have the pit and the Firestorm doing pretty good damage here. BNC goes down. Khan still has a reincarnation to play with. Further TPs are coming in. Ghost Rogues, they might want to consider getting out of this one. As Shimra is controlling the backlines, pushing back J4. Nukamati heads over towards Nikolitsa. Only does have the pit and the Firestorm, but Khan's picked up a triple kill and no bounty hunter. They're heading over to the two of them. Only will manage to TP out in time. Nukamati's going to try.
Oh, stun available. Too far away.
Gets himself away. So a bit of a hit back there from Ghost Rogues, but still it is Khan just cleaning up the action here as his Wraith King. Triple kill for him that fight.
That was a fight without Radiance. Once you have Sacred Relic, it's a good item. You know, it's a lot of damage, but it's not Radiance. Once you upgrade that, the next fights are going to be so much easier. Flash dies one more time.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy that it went as, you know, he got as much as he did without it done. Going straight for the blink next, Khan. No, I mean, if he blinks in with his armlet Radiance or someone like J4, J4's going to die in less than a second.
They need to chill, wait another 60 seconds, don't take fight until Wraith King has reincarnation.
I like it, I see what you did there. Mid. Underlord, he needs help, he needs it now. Nikolitsa will get charged, Khan. Drag back in time before he can find anyone.
I know Khan's your favorite player to cast.
Yeah,
just saying, Khan.
It's good, and honest, to be fair, I feel like out of No Bounty Hunters game, sure, you know, they haven't won a series. He's actually played probably the most solid out of the players.
Yeah, from the games that we've seen, he definitely looks like their best player, I would say. The most stable one.
I'm looking towards Roche now, and yeah, I think why not? By the time a fight kicks off, the ult's probably going to be back in play. This will get him the goal for the Blink Dagger. Or at least push him very close to it. Will be scanned out. Ghost Rogues, they do have all their ults in play.
Let's see the execution.
See how they're going to start things off. Flash, scouting things out with the Spirits. See, Own Me. Quick Rupture down. Good start to the fight here. Getting rid of the Lion. Khan will move in with the backup of the Bloodbright, locking down this Underlord. And Khan, Reincarnation's ready to go. We have a buyback coming out here as Ghost Rogues know they have the numbers. Mastermind jumps in, he's able to put the Wraith King the once. Ripped over from Owned Me. And this is good control and damage here coming out from Ghost Rogues as Khan will be taken out a second time. BNC trying to fight back, but the damage now from Unit is too much as they will be able to surround and take them out one by one. A very worthy buyback there from Owned Me, helping to turn that around and just turn it into more kills as they completely push No Bounty Hunter away from the pit. They'll head back in themselves. Puck is up. Could look for a steal, but they're going to have to do it quick.
Oh, is he going to go in? No. They're too afraid. Queen of Pain picks it up. We'll be able to get out. There's no control. There is no shard. There is no Orchid this time around. So yeah, this cost buyback from Underlord. He comes back into the fight. And like Wraith King, he deals ton of damage, but if he's isolated with CK illusions, he's gonna die immediately.
Yeah.
It's exactly what happened. Also, Nikolitsa dying, Io dying before the fight even started. They need to protect their supports with the heroes. How's Bloodseeker doing? He's getting closer to his BKB, so that's gonna be one way to protect himself in the fights. But Yulnit CK, he's no joke. He's keeping up, and he can delete any of these supports if they misuse any of their abilities, like Bloodseeker, pre-BKB, he dies immediately. Oh, good dodge.
Gonna find themselves the CK here. Finger comes out, not enough to kill him off, and now no bounty hunter, they've got to back off. Nikolitsa, caught by the ult Nukamati, and they'll have to let him fall. No chance of fighting back into this one. They throw everything out, indeed, with the strength that he's got. They can't burst Unit. Now trying to chase for even more. They get the charge by on a blink as Mastermind's going to start dealing with the Bloodseeker. Atos is there. This is Ghost Rogues really getting the momentum back in their favor. As the game shifts back to even, that advantage that No Bounty Hunter were playing with has started to completely disappear off the back of an awkward Roche attempt.
Oh, Shinra might be in trouble if they catch a glimpse of him.
Is he going to show?
With the charge. Too quick.
Nice try, but not quick enough there. He's just still a mastermind. A lot of action to look for, and the BKB very close to be done. And BKB and the Kaya Sanj, they will not have an easy time taking down this Queen of Pain.
It's very hard to lock her down with this new hybrid build, where you get status resistance, you get spell amplification. Shard should be her next item to be able to control, like you jump to supports. It's also a good way to control the Puck, because Puck doesn't have any ways of dispelling things right now. Relies on phase shift. You see him using phase shift, blink in, silence him.
Oh, they're going to try and commit everything onto the Underlord, but the backup comes in. Mastermind shoots over with the Sonic Wave. That's been caught by the stun, and BNC's trying to turn. Of course, we'll have the Aegis for a second chance here in the fight, Mastermind. Unit trying to deal with the Wraith King. Khan has got the reincarnation. Back for a second round. Mastermind jumps over with a quick burst to look towards Shimra. Khan now been left alone pretty much as Unit isolates him with the rest of the team. Drag back on a BNC into the arm of Nukamani. They knock back the Bloodseeker also into the clutches of Unit as Unit is cleaning up pretty nicely. Double kill for him. Ooh, Flash able to TP out in time before the hits come in from the CK. But yeah, Unit turning up to the fights in style, and despite the fact that Khan does have that greater net worth, he's not quite having anywhere near the same impact now as this Chaos Knight in the team fights.
Yeah. Flash kind of forgot to use Tether after using Relocate, so didn't get anyone out of the trouble, was kind of stuck there, managed to get out of the trouble, which was nice, but Underlord, he bought back in the previous fight, so he's going to be dead for a very long time. Needs another one.
Oh.
There's the bash. He's dead. Can't blink.
They looked pretty solid 5 minutes ago, No Bounty Hunter, but Ghost Frog's breaking them down completely. Has a full heart now on Unit. I mean, they've been struggling to deal with him and his illusions anyway. The Radiant's timing, as good as it was, it just didn't, nothing really happened off the back of it. They'll try and make the jump onto Unit, bringing in the TPs and everything to bring down this CK, but he's so tanky with his heart, the finger's thrown out, they'll finally get him, but it cost them the life of both BNC and Khan. At this stage, it just takes too long to bring this Chaos Knight down.
He's super tanky, like, didn't manage to get the armlet toggle on and off. Maybe he would have lived there. They also have no protection. They don't have a single ability nor the item that could save or push CK out of the trouble. This is going to be a tier 2 tower. Can't take the outpost. So they can start playing even a bit more aggressive at the bottom part of the map. Their rotation is going to be easier, especially with the buybacks, can easily connect on the outpost. Next Roche may respawn in 3 minutes, long time. I feel like both of these teams are playing well 2 minutes, and then they're like, well, now we're losing, now we're winning. Pretty even game. It's very hard to predict what's going to happen.
It really is. It really is. I mean, yeah, that's what you want to see. Some good, entertaining back and forth Dota 2 here. That's yeah, very hard to sort of call this one. Ghost Frogs, they have the edge now. But I think so the next thing to watch out for is going to be this AC timing. If Khan's able to turn up to the fight with an AC before Unit's got his done, they're going to have quite the nice edge. Top lane, Nikolica has got to deal with this angry Spirit Breaker here. And with that, the ult into the drag back. J4 says thank you for the kill. And they can start working on this top lane. Still a tier 1 to be claimed here. And a tier 1 tower that's not going to be defended here by No Bounty Hunter. BKB done on Owns Me. And he's got himself to this point where they can't really blow him up anymore. They had sort of a couple of deaths earlier where he was, they were able to abuse the fact that he didn't have the magic resistance. But now with the BKB, unlikely they'll be able to chain stun him and take him out in the fights. He's always going to be able to get his full skill set off.
Unless they get an initiation on him with Lion, Wraith King, he should be dying in those fights. Queen of Pain and CK, they need to talk to each other to see who's going to go for that AC. I see both of them doing it up. Feels like a more natural CK item.
Yeah, I think you got to let Unit get this one. He's already got the plate mount. I'm sure we'll see Mastermind Q someone else out. I mean, as much as the armor would be nice, you know, he can get himself Shiva's Guard or something. That'd be much more effective than having the 2 ACs.
Who was it the other day? I saw... It was a tier 1 team, Division 1 team that bought an urn on position 4 Clockwork, and they also had a full Spirit Vessel on Invoker.
No, they didn't.
So he had to sell it, like Clockwork.
No, they
had
didn't.
To sell it.
Who done that? Who was that?
I don't remember, but it was
Yeah.
a good team. I was very surprised that they've done
Did
it.
they win?
Well, that's also a good question. I don't know.
You tuned out.
I don't
You were
have that brain
disgusted.
power.
You're
Yeah.
like, oh, these scrubs.
Cast the game.
I'm not watching this. Anyway, back in action here. We're going to have buybacks coming out from both sides. They want to put everything into this one. The pit's down onto the IO. Flash getting fully focused. That's the IO out. No buyback available for him. Khan, he's going to go down the once and almost certainly a second time. As Khan, they can't help him. Not at all. He's just not had an easy game. Great farm on the Wraith King, but I don't know if it's, I mean, what we sort of attribute to is it's just the straight up matchups, is the fact that the team around him is not quite able to set the fight up. He's just not been able to do anything.
Yeah, especially if there's Underlord sitting on top of you,
Yep.
and CK uses his ulti. A Radiance, at this point, it's just a mischance. You don't deal with the illusions. It's not like illusions are gonna die from Radiance burn. You need to stand there for, like, we can try to do the math, but you're gonna need to stand there for like 3 minutes in total, so the illusions die, considering how tanky they are.
Middle tower has fallen. Dire's top
The game looking to be in a very good place now for Ghost Frogs. As, yeah, Ags very close to being completed on the Spirit Breaker.
Even Underlord wants to get AC.
I just saw, yeah, I mean, I'm down. I mean, that's the ultimate BM there. You got the triple AC build. I'm down. Let's see if we actually get it.
Yeah, there was a change that we didn't read, where AC stack. So, just kidding.
I mean, that would be, I'm totally, if there was a patch, right, where they added some sort of item where you get, if 3 different heroes buy the item, it, you know, like combines together, like, you know, anime style and does something cool.
I'm more of a,
That's
like,
what we
4
need.
items together, 4 staffs is my kind of a thing.
You know, because that's what the kids love nowadays, isn't it, with those, like, auto battlers, isn't it? You get, like, the 3 items or the 3 things and it makes a stronger thing.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Alright,
We need to
that's what we need.
appeal to younger audience. as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, that'll do it. Well, we'll see. I'm still waiting for a patch. Hopefully it comes one day. I'm looking forward to it.
Everyone is at this
Yeah.
point.
It's been a while, hasn't it? It really has been a while. It's been a while since we just had a patch where, you know, it comes out and you're like, what the f is going on? You know what I mean? That's what we want. That's what we want. I'm hoping.
Shrines being back.
Yeah, let's go.
Instead
Shrine.
of 5, now we have 10 of them.
Bring back
in
the side
big-
shop, you
Oh,
know?
side shop.
Bring back the side shop. Oh, that's good. Oh, here we go. Roshan going down very quickly here to Ghost Frogs. No bounty hunter. They're going to struggle to get anywhere close to this one. As this Roche is all Ghost Frogs. Aegis and Shard to be theirs. AC, of course, as you see, done on Yulnit. And we do need to have the other quick buys being changed up. As the Lincolns was finished by Mastermind, and Owned Me went for the Lotus.
So no AC stacking.
Not
Really
so
glad we're seeing that.
Charge over. Straight away, looking for Flash. Flash, not a chance there against the damage of Unit. BNC will put the BKB. It's not going to serve him too well against the physical. The ult's up. That's the Bloodseeker out. Khan's down once. It's going to be a second time again. Just no chance of having any impact in these fights as the Wraith King. As there's 3 dead, they can go waltzing down the mid lane here, Ghost Frogs. They should have a good shot at taking some racks, maybe even the game, as down 11k. No bounty hunter. They just haven't been able to do anything with their lineup right now. It's just not working out at all against what Ghost Frogs has brought to the fray.
Yulnit is just a solid unit at this point.
Oh, it
It's
is.
very hard to take down. With level 20 talent, the Reality Rift pierces magic immunity, which means you can even lock down Bloodseeker when he pops the BKB. Bloodseeker, as an offlaner, like with this kind of build, your utility, you're not dealing damage. You're still gonna have pretty much the same amount of damage that you got when you hit level 12 without item. It's just Rupture and Blood Right. Your right clicks don't hurt.
Oh. All right. Well, they'll happily back out and get this bottom lane pushed in. Lotus on its way out. Now for Owned Me. Oh, a relocate coming in.
Okay.
Okay, that's one way to call GG, I guess. What was he actually going for?
I don't know. This is the third time seeing Flash do something like that. It was a flashy play, but
yeah.
Like the first blood as well, trying to be the front line underneath the tower.
Like, was he going for a D ward or taking it? Maybe just getting the vision, you know, just get some information. But anyway, whatever it was, it doesn't matter by the looks of it at all. They'll come out with a buyback. No bounty under. They'll have one more chance at maybe turning this around. BNC him with the BKB. Looking for Nickel. Do they see him? I don't think they did initially. They do now. We'll come out of the Invis. They are able to bring down the Spirit Breaker, but it'll cost them the life of Shimra. BNC with his BKB now used. He'll have to back off. He'll hold back Mastermind, but not for long as Mastermind pots the BKB. Moves on. The Static Storm controlling Khan as Khan just doing no damage at all against this CK. 3 dead. GG it's called. Ghost Frogs, they'll take this game 1, and yeah, I mean, from 20 minutes onwards, it was one of those games. It looked impossible for no bounty hunter. They just couldn't do anything against this lineup of Ghost Frogs.